Hey guys, you ever have a problem with a game franchise and then out of nowhere the devs go ahead and fix all of them? Oh, you just can't mean all of them. There's gotta be at least one problem with this new game you speak of, right? Right?
The magic will blow, my heart yells, let's go transform and fly away. We will dance through the danger until the world is saved. Can't stop me now 'cause I'm Shantae.
Alright, so let me fill you in. PAX West happened recently, and with it, WayForward showed off a demo of Shantae and the Seven Sirens, or Shantae 5. This was the first actual gameplay we got to see of the game that weren't screenshots, where we were shown one of the dungeons, new mechanics, and one of the sirens. Or two of the sirens. Look, I'm not actually sure who are the sirens in this game and who aren't, so let's just pretend this one isn't a siren and this one is. So we have the gameplay, the general art style, and what the game's main focus is. I think I have enough info to actually talk about this game. And can I just say, perfection! This is quite literally everything I wanted in a Shantae game. Let me explain. Shantae and the Seven Sirens is going for a much more exploration-based game, bringing back the dungeons that took up most of Pirate Curse's level progression. I love the dungeons of Pirate Curse mainly because they felt like a general progression of improvement. This is because the dungeons in Pirate Curse are set up to play like a normal dungeon without the special equipment of Risky Boots, and play completely differently when playing with the newly obtained tool. You essentially create two parts of a level without actually having to make the second part of the level completely from scratch. That's good game design. They're bringing this concept back in Seven Sirens, and I'm excited to see how they're going to be pulling off the dungeons in this game. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what's Shantae going to use now that she doesn't have her pirate gear for these dungeons to progress? Well, this kid actually has that answer for you in the form of a Chuck E. Cheese coin. Dash Fusion, a new mechanic that allows Shantae to use the stability of transformation without the problems of the dances halting your momentum. In your usual Shantae games, transformations and movement don't really go well together, mostly because Shantae has to dance for her transformations to activate. So, let's say you want to have a game with some tight platforming segment that involves Shantae's different animal transformations. Well, you can't really do that because she has to dance anytime she wants to transform. Well, that's all thrown out of the window because now we have Dash Fusion. Now, you can have that tight platforming segment because the dancing part of Shantae's transformations are gone. And that's honestly really neat. What a lot of people liked about the pirate gear is that it made Pirate Curse not only seem like a game with a heavy emphasis on exploration, but speed platforming as well, since the gear blended in with the pace of the game so perfectly. Dash Fusion is essentially just pirate gear that actually fits Shantae's character, and I'm so pleased they found a workaround to implementing the concept of pirate gear back into the franchise. Now, that's not to say that they're taking out regular transformations. Shantae can still do her transformation dance in the demo, she just doesn't have any transformations listed. So she can probably do both her regular transformations and her Dash Fusions. What I'm hoping for is that she can actually cancel her transformation into Dash Fusion into transformation, so that you'll be able to use her transformation abilities and then immediately change it to Dash Fusion and then turn into normal Shantae or the transformation again. I'm probably asking for too much, but I think those kinds of movement options would be so cool to have, especially after the movement options by the end of Pirate Curse from just the pirate gear. Imagine a speedrunner's pirate mode, but Shantae could also use her transformations. I want that. A lot. Looking at the art style of the game, we can see that they're still continuing to use the art style that was present in Half-Genie Hero. I'm genuinely so happy about that. I wasn't too inclined to play Half-Genie Hero because I heard the level design was linear, but what really kept me appealed to this game was the art style. It is a cel-shaded masterpiece that fits the style of what the Shantae series is perfectly. It looks pretty, doesn't take away from the gameplay, and overall is just really good, and I'm glad they're bringing it back in Seven Sirens. However, one nitpick I have with the art style is the fact that they're still using the character design for Shantae and Half-Genie Hero as the character sprite, but she got redesigned in this game to fit the art style more. So I'm looking at this Shantae and the other Shantae who looks noticeably different, and it's kind of off-putting. Still though, I don't think it's that big a deal. The new art style only really shows up in the character art and cutscenes, so I don't think it's that important to overhaul everything to fit. And speaking of the character redesigns, let's talk about it, because this is pure quality to me and there is no other way I get to gush about how good this looks other than this video. The general way the characters are drawn in this game fit even better than they did in Half-Genie Hero and Pirate's Curse. Fact! It fits the general theme of Shantae of having a grounded sense of realistic human proportions with a hint of cartoonish elements in the design of the characters, and truly feels like a mix between modern Shantae and pre-Pirate's Curse Shantae, and it works so well. The eyes might be a bit too shiny for me, they kind of feel like they have too much detail compared to the rest of the female character faces, but other than that, I absolutely love these modified character designs. And the new character designs? These two look amazing. This one's probably my least favorite design, but it's still really good. And I think Plink looks great, but I don't understand her hair. Overall, I think their designs are amazing, and I really want to see what they have to do with the plot, because apparently they aren't sirens even though they hinted at it. They probably will give people Dash Fusion to Shantae in a similar interaction to this, and I'm excited to see what they'll give her. But anyways, I think that's the last thing I want to talk about regarding the art style. No, I don't think there's any other thing regarding the Shantae 5 art style that I want to talk about. This is legitimately too good. This isn't a joke or anything. This intro looks too good for a video game or just a specific example of media. I love it. So yeah, I think this game is going to be great. Please go out and play it when it comes out. And while you're waiting, go play River City Girls instead, because that game also looks great. Have a nice day, everyone, and goodbye.